All right. So, guys, once again, thank you for joining the training. We are all here to basically to get in a better shape from where you are in terms of your career, right? Um, so the point is that I am in this industry for 15 years now. Some of you guys have already spoken to me. Some of you are hearing me out, seeing me out for the first time. So the thing is that I've been working for 15 years in the industry, in software industry. I started my journey way back in 2008 when I completed my engineering. So, back in India, so it was not a great college from where I got graduated. It was a decent college. 2008, I'm pretty sure you guys are aware that the market was super bad. There was a recession at the time. India was also, the whole world was affected. So it was quite hard for me to really find a job in my stream, ideally, right? So basically, I'm from India. My house is basically the eastern side of India, right? And then I moved to the southern part of India, which is Bangalore. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of the city called Bangalore. It's kind of a Silicon Valley of India, you can say. So I see Priti. Hi, Priti. Thank you for joining. We just got started. I'm just getting started with the platform, letting them know where do I come from, because some of you guys have already seen me and spoken to me. Some of you didn't. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of background about myself and my story, and then from there we will basically get started with the introduction round, and then basically to get started with some training sessions, right?
Yeah.
So here is my situation, right? I came out of college 2008, and what happened is there was no job whatsoever. So I decided to leave my home city and came to Bangalore. When I landed in Bangalore, I basically saw the exact same situation. There was very competitive market, lots and lots of engineers sitting around, no jobs whatsoever. So the thing is that, as I said, I was not from a very good college. It was a decent level college, and to be very true, my programming skills back then was almost nothing. I mean, I did my engineering. Obviously, I did my engineering in computer science, but you have to be in that zone. I was not in that zone. I was basically kind of playing around, and 4 years just passed by. So I landed there in Bangalore, and I found that there are way more smarter people out there in the market. And it was a struggle situation for me. So I had to get a job. I had to anyhow get a job to basically survive in that city. It was quite expensive back then as well. So I started looking out for a different job profile in software engineering. As I said, it was a very competitive market, and I didn't get any opportunity, right? Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story, guys, because I totally understand that from what kind of background you're coming. You might have a lot of experience in software testing. Some of you guys are probably just getting started. You don't have any idea how software works. There are different people who came to this class with different mindset. What I'm trying to tell you here is this, that is, it is not a rocket science. I mean, if you ask me, when I got started way back in 2008, believe me, software programming, coding, or in general, how software works, it used to be very blurry for me. It was like, I don't know, I mean, how exactly things are happening. It was quite confusing for me. Even though I did my engineering, I was always inclined towards like software, like how a software works, but I was not really, having that nitty-gritty about the exact architecture of the system, how it works and how the code works. I was not having that experience, or I was not having that confidence to really face an interviewer and get an offer, right? So as I said, India is a huge place with a lot of population, and the competition was huge. So I had to get a job, and what happened is I landed up in a telecalling job. It was basically a tech support job, and the tech support job, I liked it because number one, I was getting good experience in terms of technical abilities. My technical abilities were improving, and number two is that the project that I got in, it was basically a Microsoft project. Okay, what we had to do is we had to fix up a customer's problem. When I say customer, it was not an end user. It was like business people, like somehow the Microsoft server is not working for maybe 1,000 people, right? So they used to come to us, and we used to like take the call, understand the problem, do some initial troubleshooting, try to fix it. If it's not happening, then we will escalate this, something like that, right? It was a good learning curve for me, right? I was always having a knack for software, but then I was not really, into programming. Believe me, in 4 years, whatever I haven't learned during my engineering period, I learned that within 9 months working in that project. But behind my scene, behind my whole this job that I was doing, I was also basically looking out for a way to get into the actual software engineering job. It was always in my mind. So I started grooming myself. In sense like looking at a few videos, trying to talk to different people who are already working in the industry, trying to understand how these guys are actually coding, what is the main idea behind their approach for solving a problem. I started talking to them. I started documenting them, and started practicing them. I back then I was not even living in a proper apartment. Like you understand, I basically come from eastern part of India. I moved myself into Bangalore. That was southern part of India. There was no real family there staying with me there, right? So I was basically staying in a hostel or a PG as a paying guest, right? And I was not having any computer to work with. Laptop was quite expensive back then, so I didn't have one. So I used to go to different cyber cafes, try to basically hire the cafe for like a couple of hours, and try to practice how to basically write simple programs, and then how to kind of build multiple programs and then integrate that. I started my programming experience or training with simple C and C++. I mean, that much I have understood, that much I have learned on a very basic level during my engineering. But when I actually landed in Bangalore, I found that the competition is much higher, and there are much more smarter people. They were able to write driver with C and C++, and they were able to use that driver to run some kind of a motor, right? Like an electronic motor. They were doing different kind of projects. So I started hanging around with those people and started like learning these small tools, like how to build them. And slowly my confidence got built, right? I was like able to get that confidence that, okay, I know something that I can show up, I can give it to, I can basically produce for a company. So that's basically how my programming journey started. I mean, what I did was I understood that if I have to survive in the market, 2008, I'm saying 2008, 2009, I understood that, if I have to stay in this industry, in the software engineering industry, I have to absolutely know how programs work, how exactly programming is done, what exactly the companies are looking for, and how I can deliver something. And if somebody is asking me to write a customized code, how I can figure this out. I mean, back then in 2008, believe me, when you try to search for a solution on Google, you have to actually stay on the platform for a while to find a solution. Right now, at the stage 2023, things are much better. I mean, you can get a solution quite quick, quite easily. But that was not the case back then. So I had to like research. It was always hands-on experience, hands-on practice. There was no mentor, ideally, I found, where I can go and take a training. But my training was more on the, like, by hanging around with people who were actually doing the job. I found some guys who were able to get a job in some of the service companies. And they used to come back and they used to basically talk about their day, like how they spent the day. And that was very fascinating for me, like how they were exactly progressing. And I used to go back to them, like, they will tell me about a story or tell me about a situation. And then I'll come back to them the next day to figure out what exactly happened with that problem, how much progress they were able to make. So that kind of fascination I got into, because I started loving programming slowly, right? And that's from where my programming career started. So I was basically working in a telecalling technical support job, as I said, for say 9 months. But in the background, I was preparing myself, and finally I got a company who were ready to take an interview for somebody who has no experience, ideally. And I was quite fortunate that I was able to clear the interview. Basically, they were looking for someone who has the experience in server management, like Microsoft server management, and somebody who has experience in like coding, okay? Because we had to write certain custom codes for that other company. So I got in there, I did that project very well for 6-7 months. And then I started liking to get myself into software testing domain. I understood how the software testing works. What are they actually doing to test the application? What kind of phases they go through? It was, again, another learning curve for me. And what happened is I thought, okay, let me somehow use my programming skills in software testing to improve the software testing capabilities. Back then in 2009-10, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, there was a tool, it was a proprietary tool called as HP QC, sorry, not QC, HP QTP, Quick Test Professional, right? And they used to write the test with VB-Script. It was not C# or C++ or Java. It was VB-Script. VB-Script was, it was not a low-level language. It was like a high-level language. And when you look at Java from today onwards, you will understand how object-oriented programming works. In VB-Script, that was not the case. It was like a high-level language, but you were able to write test cases that you can run in a much faster way, right? And it was quite popular back then. There was no Selenium or something like that. So I loved the whole software testing concept and how the entire SDLC is functioning, because that was my first hands-on with SDLC, right? Earlier I was in telecalling, as I said. And then finally I got that project. I mean, I started doing very well in that project, and slowly I moved on from one company to the other. And then I came to UK, right? I came to UK. I lived in Leeds for a couple of years. I was basically working for this company called as EE Mobiles. There was a company back in India who basically, migrated me from India to Leeds for like a couple of years. I liked Europe a lot. I went back to India because my visa was over. And then I wanted to come back again, and then started looking for multiple jobs, and finally found some companies to sponsor me here in Ireland. And 2018, I landed up here, and since then I'm here, and I'm here like permanently. I got my PR and everything, and I'm living here permanently. So that's the situation. And in the meanwhile, in this whole journey, I somehow got into a passion of sharing my skill set. I don't know, I was never confident. I was never confident to talk in public. I was giving presentations to my colleagues, and that was pretty much it. It was not something that, I was not having any plan that I'll go out and I will probably talk in public and I will probably, teach or share my knowledge. I was never having such intentions. But what happened is one day I got a call from one recruiter. They were basically trying to hire a trainer for software testing, right? So they said, okay, can you come down to our premises? And we have like 10 people. If you can, give your first training to them. And if they are happy and if they are happy to join us, then we will basically take you as a part-time. We'll take you as a freelance coach for us. And I was not really sure if I'll be able to do that. But I did drive into their premise. It was quite far from my house, but still it was a new thing to explore. So I took the challenge. I went there, I prepared my presentation, and what happened is I gave my class. It was basically quite mind-blowing for them. It was like 10 people out there. It was like butterflies in my belly, that if I'm doing it the right way, if that's how it is done. But somehow out of 10 guys, almost 9 of them were very happy to get trained with me, and they immediately got registered in the company. And since then I started building up that confidence in terms of talking to people in public place and basically coaching. So initially I was driving back there into the premises, and later on what happened is I started taking online coaching for the same institute. And slowly that grew, and it grew to a level where in last 6 years, like 6-7 years, I believe, I have coached more than 6,000 people over the whole globe, coming from US, Canada, Australia, India, all over the globe actually. And I have seen my students growing to the next level. I was very happy. I used to be very happy when these guys basically comes back to me and they used to praise about my training, and they obviously got a better job or something like that. They will always come back and appreciate the help that I did. And it somehow got into my, attitude that, okay, let me get into the market. Let me try to find out more people who are exactly in the similar situation, and probably I will be able to help them out. I'll be able to get them into a new profile, a new career. I have trained many people who have started from basic. They were not even into the software engineering department. They had no clue how software development lifecycle works or what exactly it is. So even for them, I trained them from ground up, gave them the right direction. They learned it with me. I gave them the right direction towards software testing. And eventually I was able to place them into job. And I was doing this earlier for other companies back in 2019 or 2020, when the pandemic was around the corner, I started creating my own company here in Ireland, right? And I was trying to find out people. So initially, I just asked someone in the Facebook group. There are some Facebook groups for expats here in Ireland. So I just created a simple PPT, and I said, okay, if you guys are interested, you can come over. And since then, it was a success for me. Some recruiters from Ireland, they reached out saying that, Souvik, I see you have done a good job in terms of training few people. Are you willing to share their CVs? I did. And many of my students got job from those recruiter, right? So that guy was happy enough, that recruiter was happy enough, because he didn't do actually any job to find those people. He just came to me. I gave them the CV and he was able to place them. So then he started marketing me in the LinkedIn, and more people came up. So if you see my actually website, which is wisdomqa.com, you will see that in last 2 years, only from this website, I have like coached around 90 plus students, right? And out of 90 plus students, I was able to place almost 82 of them. These guys had almost no clue in programming, no clue whatsoever, right? Some of them were having software testing experience. Some of them were absolutely new to software. And I was able to coach them and I was able to get them into the job market. What I'll do is I will quickly share the screen and I will play a couple of these videos to you for you to understand that where these guys are coming from and where they are right now. I think it's good for every one of us to really understand that what exactly you are getting into. So just give me a second. Some of you guys have already heard this, but some of you are just looking at it for the first time. So just give me a second. Let me play one of them.
Hi, I'm Joanna. I was part of the November 2020 group. I was unfortunately made redundant back in May 2020 due to the COVID pandemic. And when it came to seeking another role, a lot of the QA roles available required some automation experience. I had been working in manual testing for most of my career, and I have been trying to skill up in automation for the longest time. I found difficulty with this due to the limited structure of a lot of the online courses that are there already. They tend to be mostly video format, and they tend to be very basic, and they also go out of date very quickly. So when I came across Wisdom QA on LinkedIn and read the course details, it seemed to be exactly what I needed to bridge the skill gap between manual and automation. And it was. The course involves a combination of the video lectures and practical assignments and live classes, and it covers everything from basic programming skills to working with a proper CI/CD environment. When I was only halfway through the course, I had an interview for a role that was mostly manual but required automation knowledge. So in the interview, I was able to apply what I had already learned just from the first half of the course. And a couple of days later, I was hired. I got the role. So even at a minimum, being able to talk shop with automation engineers and understanding how automation works and the foundational principles was already beneficial. And without Civic's course, I'm sure that interview would have gone very differently, and I'd probably still be job hunting. If you are a manual tester and you find the world of automation very daunting, don't worry. Suvik is a great teacher and he will support you and answer your questions and help you if you get stuck in any of your assignments. You will get the most benefit from the course by putting the time in, doing the assignments, and learning how to solve problems by practicing in your own time. Basically, with enough time and practice, you will be able to break into automation, and this course is just what you need to achieve that.
So if you look into her profile, Joanna, as she said, she lost her job. I always keep everyone's LinkedIn profile attached to their reviews. Out of those 82 people who got the job in the last 2 years, some of them were happy enough to give me the video review. So if you go to her profile, you will see that she is not new to ideally the software engineering domain. She is there for 7 years now. Okay. Even in May 2020, she lost her job. She was with Viasat. She lost her job, and then she comes to me in the month of November, I suppose. And then I was able to get her placed in like 2 months, and she's there for 2 years. So the point is that we are doing something right here. All these people, when you have time, you can visit the site. It's wisdomqa.com, WIZDOM, wisdomqa.com. I will also paste this if you don't have it there. I'll just quickly paste it here in the meeting chat, right? Once you have the time, you go and you can check all these people who are talking about the training. That is, they basically started from nothing. These guys were absolutely clueless. Some of them were trying to find a job in the market for 8 months, 9 months, and they were not able to find the job at all because the experience, the hands-on experience were lacking, right? So they come to me, I was able to train them, I was able to give them the hands-on experience. I actually realized that all this while, last 6 years, all this training that I did, I realized that at the end of the day, a company is obviously willing to hire if you can show the hands-on experience. Let me tell you how an automation testing, interview works, right? Or software testing training, testing interview works. So when you go for any software testing interview, the first question they will basically ask, I'm saying in terms of automation, obviously, the first question they will ask is that what kind of test automation framework you have built or you have used. Now, as soon as you start explaining that, okay, number one, you have to understand what exactly a framework means. What exactly a framework means? Framework is basically a set of rules that you create. You create as per your company requirement. The rules are programmatic rules, right? Basically, you are creating a tool to test another tool, another software. You're creating a software to test another software, right? So you have to basically explain that in a detailed manner so that the interviewer can really understand that you have worked on it. Now, there are so many manual testers who are going for an interview without having that skill set. Okay, when you're going for the interview and you're not having that skill set to really, make the other person understand that you are able to write the program and you're able to create a tool, he or she will not be confident to get you on board. It's quite simple, which is why all this while, when I was coaching basically like all the 6,000-7,000 people, I constantly understood their pain point. All the students who came back to me saying, Souvik, I'm not able to crack the interview. I did your training, but I was not able to crack the interview. That is where I kept on learning that how can I structure my training in a level where these guys can get the confidence to really convince the other side that they are the right person to do the job, right? This lady here, Amy, she has done computer engineering or computer science diploma. She landed here in Ireland and she was looking for a job, basically an internship or an apprenticeship, whatever, right? Nothing worked out for her, right? She tried everywhere, okay? She was not able to find a job for 8 to 9 months in the market. She comes to me, I trained her, and this training basically runs for like 4 to 5 months. And at the end of 5th month, she was in the job. Right now, if you go to her profile, you will see she is with GameStop, mobile automation test engineer. She is with GameStop and it's 1 year, 7 months. So these guys are just not clearing the interview. They're staying in the company. They are able to stay in the company. They're able to sustain in the company for 2 years or more. So that basically shows that what kind of experience they got from me is actually the industry level experience that they lived for like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. And that is what they used to clear their interview and finally got the job. This guy here, Charles, is from China, no software experience or understanding whatsoever. He was basically a mobile hardware tester. He was testing mobile hardware devices. He landed here in UK, not able to get a job in like 6-7 months, comes to me, I trained him, and he is working in software automation again. So all these people, I mean, this is just the video reviews. If you are going into the Google and you are doing your basically a search and Google for my review, you will find more reviews about me. But the point is that what I'm trying to say here and show you here is that it is very much doable. It is not a rocket science if you are following the right path and the right guidance. And if you are proactive, all these people were proactive guys, okay? Many of them, they were, even during the pandemic when Joanna lost her job, she was actually doing a job. She was actually working part-time in, I think, Tesco or somewhere there, right? She was basically trying to, get the fund for herself. So the point is that they were proactive, even though they were working, they were proactive. They were able to come back to me with questions. They asked me relevant questions and I was able to answer them. And that's how their doubts got cleared. They were able to solve the assignments. Assignment is a big thing here in this training. That's the practical experience that you get from me. You need to try to complete the assignments. You will get roadblocks, obviously. You will get roadblocks, but you cannot basically quit. You have to come back to me. I will get you a solution. You have to try it. If it's not working, you come back to me again with questions, or you try to find out how to do your own research. And you can basically say, Souvik, I tried 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and it didn't work out for me. And what is the 5th step I'm supposed to do, right? So the point is that there has to be a two-way, effort. I can give you my experience, I can give you my knowledge, and from your side, I need the commitment and the proactiveness to learn this. If you think that, hey, I got myself into a training, and it doesn't matter, it's okay, I'm happy with how things are, then not only me, nobody else will be able to help you out. You can help yourself if you're willing to. That's the first thing that what matters. And even if you're going for learning some kind of a language, French, German, if you don't practice the right way, you have to watch French movies, try to read the French text or German text, right? That's how you learn a language or learn a tool. That's exactly what you have to do here as well. You have to put in that effort. If you don't put in that effort, then there's nothing that I can do really. So as I said, I don't know whether you have seen my small video in my landing page. As I said, it is not a magic pill that you can just swallow and you can get the output, right? There is an effort that is required from both of us. And if we are committed to that, then it's green on the other side. And I can promise you that I've done it for so many people. You are no different. First thing, you have to believe that you can do it. Secondly, you have to be committed. Third is next 4 months when you are with me in this training, you have to kind of be focused in the training. You can keep everything aside. The first focus is the training, because you understand in today's world, companies like Google, Facebook, and all the big companies, they are basically laying off. They're laying off. I mean, even those guys know programming, okay? Even those guys were doing some technical work, they were laid off. The point is that if you see on a lower level, like low-level companies, we don't hear any news that if they are laying off. But the point is that in current times, you have to advance yourself. Wherever you are, you have to understand that you need to, if you want to grow vertically and horizontally, you cannot stick yourself into the same comfort zone that you are into. I mean, if you think that, hey, whatever I'm doing, I will stay there and that's how my life will go on, then believe it or not, I'm sure that you will feel that roadblock very, very soon. You have to get yourself into that learning mode. I'm having 15 years of experience, right? Even though till date, I learn new things. Why? Because I know that, I have to, make things easier for the company to get the job done, right? If I was doing something and it was taking me like 5 days, I need to build something that can be done in a couple of days. right? So I have to learn to get myself from 5 days to 2 days, somehow or the other. I mean, this is like a learning curve. I mean, you see any profession, you see doctor, you see engineers, we all learn. We have to learn in order to grow ourselves. That is how it works always. So you cannot stay in your comfort zone and say, okay, I'm doing my 9 to 5 and that's how it is, and I will stay there with my 9 to 5 forever. And however the life is going, I will just move on with it. Then, believe it or not, I'm sure you will not be happy to see that how things are shaping up in the future. So this is where I basically wanted to bring you on today in the call. I wanted to show you that what exactly is really happening in the training. I wanted to give you some understanding that this is doable and what this training is supposed to bring for all of you, right? Now, what I will do is I will quickly open this platform for a quick introduction. I have spoken about myself a lot, I suppose. I'll open up the platform for a quick discussion, quick introduction. I'll start with Sai, and then I'll go down the list. You guys can come on camera and basically introduce yourself. And then once we are done with that, we will take a quick look at the the training itself, how the training really works. And then we will start with Java. Okay, Java is the programming language that we will be learning, and we will take it forward from there. Okay, so Sai, if you can come on camera and if you can unmute yourself and basically introduce yourself and basically just say that what kind of situation you are into, where do you want to be, that'll be great. Could you please do that? Okay, so I can see you, I can hear you.
Hi all, hi Sophie.
I don't hear you, sorry.
Can you hear me?
No, I don't hear you. I'm not sure if it's my problem. Just let me check. No, it is not my problem.
It was completely fine from my
No, I don't hear you. I think you have to change your
We can
mic
hear her.
settings.
We can hear her.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh nice. Sophie, can you please check?
I don't hear you.
Oh.
Somehow your mic settings is not right.
Oh, it's fine. Everything is fine.
If you look at the Zoom and if you look at the mic, you can
Yes,
see that there
I'm
are
looking at
multiple
that.
options.
It was completely fine. It was system speaker. It was completely fine from my end.
No, I can't hear you. Sorry about that. If you can try to fix it, then I will get you to speak. You can hear me out, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, but I can't. Everybody else can hear her, is it?
We can hear her. I can hear her.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, no, I do not hear any one of you then. Just a minute, sorry.
Sorry.
I don't hear any one of you. I don't know what happened. Just a minute. Let me just try to reboot my earpiece. Okay, so can you try again?
Can you hear me?
I can hear now. Yeah, it was my problem.
Okay, fine.
On my earpiece. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Go
sure.
on.
Hi everyone, myself Sai Abhigna, and I have experience of manual testing in India for 4 years. So I recently moved to Ireland. I was just looking for the job in the manual testing field. I have given interviews, but most of the job specs are related to automation. So I was in search of upgrading my skill set in this time. So I found Savik on LinkedIn, and we got connected, and we spoke a lot about the testing part. So I'm here now in the training. So hope the best. I see myself in the best position in the future after completing this training and doing practice a lot.
Good stuff. Thank you so much.
Should brief about me. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thanks
much.
for the opportunity.
No problem at all, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Christy. Christy, could you please come online and have a quick introduction, please? Hey, Christy.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi Civic.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, thank you for the opportunity for this training. My name is Christy. I'm based in Ireland. I've been working as a manual QA for a good few years now. And I basically have been looking forward to upskilling in automation testing. So yeah, this is a good opportunity for me, and I'm hoping I can get on this course and finish it.
Perfect. What kind of problems you are facing in terms of like finding a new job?
A lot of them are requiring, you know, skills or knowledge in automation testing. And where I currently am as well, they're looking for manual testers to upskill to automation. So I feel this is actually the perfect opportunity to take on this course because, you know, I can be more relevant in my workplace.
Exactly. You need to be relevant because if you have to survive in this industry, everybody have to get into the next stage. We have to learn the skill set. Otherwise, you know, there are plenty of people who can just come and snatch the job. So that is the problem, right? Good stuff that you are realizing and you're taking the first step. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Let's go to Daniel. Hey, Daniel, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Daniel. I'm a manual software tester. Been doing it for like 2 years. So currently looking forward to upscaling my skill set. Where I am currently, like I think everyone is looking for automation testers these days. So the amount of people that I think they've been doing to phase out. So I joined this training because I already spoke to you earlier on and then we discussed, but looking forward to learning everything I can towards upskilling my skill set and then getting a better offer and better space, and then grow my career in software testing.
Perfect. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, my name is Ellen, and I'm a software tester. I'm based only on app testing, and I'm looking to do automation. The problem that I faced is that because I'm the only main person who does the app testing, so every time everyone was learning automation, I got pulled back. So now they're starting to train me on automation, which is a bit challenging, but then the automation that I'm learning, it's just the basic, I guess. So I just thought maybe if I upskill, and I don't have any technical skills that I need as well. And also the automation, I don't even know where to start. Even the way they're teaching me is like, maybe I need more.
That is another problem. There are resources online, but then they're all so scattered. You really don't know how to use it in your own customized way. That is so important. Yeah. So what kind of tool they are teaching you?
They started me on Cypress. Cypress, that's why they started. They did a bit of Selenium, but then when I was about to start, they pulled me back. So now they're doing Cypress training. So, but then compared to this, I thought this is much more in-depth,
comprehensive.
Really.
Absolutely, because you will be covering up the web testing, you will be covering the backend testing, web services, you will covering the mobile app testing and the CI/CD. So it's the entire spectrum that we are trying to address here. So that's good stuff. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Good. All right, so let's move on to Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel, can you come on screen, please? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Can you hear me,
see
guys?
you, but I can hear you, but I can't see you. That's fine.
Right. Okay. So 1 minute. I need to see. I've started the video, but can you hear me still?
I can hear you, so no problem at all.
Right. Okay. So I currently work for a company called Iris Software in Manchester.
Mhm.
I currently work in sales, and I'm just, looking to learn the new skills, and I feel automation testing will be the way forward for me. I've always enjoyed, helping people and solving problems, and Ellen now, because I work in the same company as Ellen, so she directed me to you on LinkedIn. So that's
right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So you guys have like, like you're holding each other's back. So that's really good. So that's really
Yep.
good. And you are it's awesome. So let's move on to Patel, Kayati Patel. Could you please come on board? I can't hear. Yeah, I can see you now. I can't hear you, Kayati. Your mic is not moving. No, your mic instance, your mic settings is not right. Your mic settings is not right. I can't hear you. You have to set up your. No, it's not moving. If you look at the bottom, there is a mic settings. You can select your mic correctly or your audio correctly. No, it's not coming up. Do you see the audio settings there? Yeah, so if you just click on that, and if you click on the audio settings, then you can change your mic. Okay, you try that. In the meanwhile, let me try to talk to Rebecca. Rebecca, could you please come online?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Rebecca.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rebecca. I'm a manual test analyst, and I'm trying to go into automation because most jobs that you see out there, they will request for manual test analyst with a bit of automation experience, and
True.
it's not been easy because I don't have. I'm from a science background, not an engineering background. Even though when I was on 100 level, I did a bit of C++ at the basic level. I ran away because I thought it was difficult. But now, how many years down the lane, I'm back trying to learn the same thing I ran away from. So I know it's going to be a bit challenging for me, but I'm ready, and I'm ready to take up the challenge and better up my field. Right.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's exactly what is required. Only thing that I request from every one of you is that this 4 or 5 months, give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the opportunity to show you that how it is done, because you need to be proactive. You have to come back to me. You have to interact with me. You have to learn along with the whole team together. That's where you see the positive outcome. So try that. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will quickly move on to the other person. Kayati, can you try now if you have fixed your audio issues? No, your audio is not working. You can hear me, but I can't hear you because your mic is not set properly. I mean, not the headset, your settings.
I have no idea.
Okay, now I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, good stuff.
Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. Myself, Khyati Patel, and I am working as a manual tester. I am based in UK, and I am looking for a job in automation tester. So I have learn like Java and something by watching video and Udemy courses and things.
True.
I have friends who help me with the Java and Selenium, but I'm getting interview, but still I guess I need little help with the Java and Selenium because I'm struggling to give answer.
Exactly. So how much have you learned in Java, and how many interviews you have given so far?
So I just had one interview, but I think I'm struggling with the coding and that stuff. So I have knowledge about the for loops and
That
OOP
is,
concepts.
believe me, that is absolutely not required. I mean, not required is required, but that is not the that is not how people will judge you for the training, for the job. For loops and those basics will be essential to do everyday task, but that is so basic that you should be like having it on your back of your hand, like always, right? What you need for the interview is much more advanced concepts, just not with Java, but automation in whole, like how the entire architecture works, right? That is what is required, because as I said, as soon as you go for an interview, they will not ask you like, write me a for loop or show me how to create a variable. That is like, everybody should be able to do that. That's no wonder. But what is required is that they will ask you how to create automation frameworks. What are the different components are there in a framework? Okay, how you design those components. That is where it is. The interview starts in this level, right? Okay, and you are right now in this level. Okay, so you have to take that jump to get in that position where you can really answer that question, because the learning curve has to be quite significantly improved so that you can answer them. The expectation is much higher. You have to understand that for every 5 developers in the current market, there is 1 QA, at least in the entire Western world. That is how it is structured right now. For 5 QAs, for 5 developers, there is 1 QA. Why is that? Because the point is very simple. They want to, reduce the expenses. Okay, so basically they're trying to improve their return on investment, right? So the investment they're doing on the QA, that has to be, much better, because you see, the application is actually being developed by the developers, right? But the problem is that developers, they do not have that skill set to really break the application, or basically to say that, hey, I know the application is not performing the way it is supposed to perform. That is where QAs come in. So you understand that already the number of QAs required compared to developers are already low. And in that also, if you are not going in the market with the right skills, why will they hire you? It's quite simple. You have to have that skill set where you can handle 5 developers with your experience. So the idea is that we have to ship the product faster. We have to ship the product faster. So earlier, you understand there's a sprint, like a agile sprint, where there is like a 2-week sprint. So you understand that 6 days are taken by developers to develop the application. And then you have left out with only 4 days. So in 4 days, you have to test the new feature that they have developed. You have to do regression testing. You have to do cross-browser testing. You have to do retesting, right? So you tell me that as one QA engineer, in 4 days' time, you have to report the bug. You have to do all of them in 4 days' time. How will a guy with manual testing experience can process that, can somehow get it done? It is not possible. That is exactly where the automation testing comes in place. It will basically, you will be able to do all the repetitive tasks like regression testing, retesting, cross-browser testing, which is the most time-consuming stuff, that will be automated. All you have to do is you have to execute them, okay? And then you are just manually testing the new features that are developed, because the new features cannot be tested with automation, because you have to write the code to test that. So unless that feature is, stable, there is no point in writing the test for it. I mean, automation test for it. You can test it manually, but rest of them, the regression testing, the retesting, that chunk, which is the most time-consuming, stuff, that can be totally automated, right? That is where you can ship the product faster. That is the whole idea. Okay, so good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your situation. Lastly, I have Vidya. Vidya, could you please come on board?
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hello. Hi Savik.
Hi Vidya.
Can you all hear me? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. I started my career in software testing in India. So I was working as a manual tester there for 3 years, and then like I moved to UK around like September 2020, and then like I secured a job here as a manual tester again.
How hard was that?
To be honest, like it was like bit hard, because like I had only manual testing experience, and I was like applying jobs for around like 5-6 months, and then like I got into a job which I'm in now. The thing is like since I didn't do my undergraduate in computer science, it was like bit hard for me to step into the automation zone. But in order to like be in market trends, I just like came out of that fear, and I'm starting to learn automation. And I have like taken many LinkedIn courses, but the thing is like I can't stay very focused, in a sense like I need to do my 9-to-5 job as well. And
the point is that you are not getting the right confidence. You are not getting the right confidence. It's not about the focus. It's about that, you are thinking always in the back of your mind that whatever I have learned, is that sufficient enough to be used in the industry? And that fear that you have, that is absolutely genuine. Because you are not learning, there are knowledge that everything is available online, okay? But you don't have the time to accumulate together and create a plan and a direction that, okay, I will go from step 1 to step 10 by following this approach. You don't have that, like that time to do it, and which is why you are getting lost. Every one of my students who comes to me, they exactly tell me these words that, we have tried Udemy courses, we have tried LinkedIn courses, and none of them are working out for me. None of them. So totally understandable. So please go on. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, I think when you like approached me, I wasn't like quite sure whether I could take this up, and yeah, and then like suddenly I got a mail from you on like around like 2 to 3 days back, and I thought like, okay, this is the right time, like I need to just step in, because I'm already in my career for around like 5 years. So it's like very late from my perspective, at least, to make sure like, okay, this is the right time to get into automation and learn, at least as you said, like to learn the basics, and then like go on with how I'm like trying to adapt.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's me.
So this training is not just basics, right? We are getting started you with like very fundamentals, something that you will understand how to like use it. Why are you using it? Why it is needed? So that fundamental has to be cleared. And then from there, you step up to the level where you are confident to build a system on your own. That is where it lies. So when you get that confidence, that's where you go out and you convince the interviewer that you are the right person. That's the whole thing. So you have to practice. Look, 9-to-5 job I am doing, you are doing. You see the whole batch here. Every one of them are working. Okay, so every one of you have to put that effort. I'm also putting my effort to get you trained in the right path. You also have to put the effort, meaning this, I'm making it very clear to everyone. Next 4 to 5 months, you give it to me in terms of your weekends. Okay, this is going to be a live class every weekend, right? But 2 days in a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I want you guys to study. Okay, 4 or 5 months, just keep everything aside. Why am I saying this? Because there is a lot to learn. The market is competitive. You have to compete with people who are probably already in the automation zone. They have already in the automation zone. You have to compete with them. There are people who are just learning like you, and then they will go for the interview as well. But then you have to be prepared. You cannot think that I am just going to watch some YouTube videos or just going to watch some Udemy courses and I'm up for the game. That is not what it demands. It demands practical work. Believe me, I have tried to learn from Udemy earlier as well. Few courses here and there. And unless I sit with the course and whatever they are doing, I do it. If I am you and I'm looking at a new tool in terms of like learning a new tool, what I do is I look at the video, I mimic that in my system. When I try to do it, I get roadblocks. When I get roadblocks, I do research to figure out how to fix that problem. Okay, and I keep on doing that over and over and over again, because in Udemy courses, there is no support. There is just some community group where like 10,000 people are there. You ask a question, nobody answers back. As simple as that. So that's how I do it. I look at like 10 different resources, YouTube, I look at other blogs, I look at Stack Overflow, and then finally I am okay to kind of present something. So it takes a longer time. I'm not saying that Udemy course will not work, but Udemy course will not work if you are not really ready to put in that long time and effort to learn this technology from different sources, right? So that is what it is. Like for me, in my current company, I work for Citibank, as you know. When I joined the company, I had no experience on a tool called as Ansible. Ansible is basically an infrastructure automation tool. So what you do is you basically create servers, you install systems, you install application, you install tools in servers, like 100 servers in a single click. And you write a particular code. It is not Java, it is an Ansible proprietary code. You write that code and you get it done, right? So I had no experience whatsoever, but I learned everything from Udemy, and it took good amount of time for me. I learned it, I practiced in my system, I failed, I went back to 10 different people in the company to kind of understand the right process. And with a lot of trial and error, I was able to present something. So that is how it works with Udemy, right? On the other hand, this is a very structured training where I am showing you where to go from one step to the other, where you have, when you have a problem, you don't have to go and beat around the bushes. You come to me, ask me a question, I answer it to you. And then from there, your idea, your understanding is clear. And then you go to the next step, which is why the training is built in such a way that I don't give you too much of pressure. Every week, we are releasing 3 videos to you. Each video is around 1 hour, right? You watch the video, you complete the assignment which I'm giving you, okay? Once you're completing the assignments, you will try to complete the assignments. It's not that you can complete all of them assignments. Probably it'll be a little bit hard for you. You can come back to me with questions. And then every weekend we are meeting up. I will help you with the assignment completion. I will help you to clear all your doubts that you have during that week. And then once everybody in the team is happy to move on to the next module, that's where we go together. So it's very step-by-step approach. It's not a 2 weeks boot camp, okay? I don't know how 2 weeks boot camp are able to give this kind of knowledge in such a short span of time. But practically, it is not the right way to do it, if you ask me. So that is why I'm taking 4 to 5 months to take you from that entire journey and finally, get you that confidence that will help you get the job. That's the whole idea. Okay, good stuff. I see someone else came up as well. I see Lucky. Hey, Lucky, thank you for joining. I see you are here. We are just going through a quick round of introduction, and if you can, I will basically obviously publish this video after this training, but where you can see my story and how it all started. But if you can actually quickly give an introduction about yourself, what kind of job you're doing, what kind of problems you're facing, then it'll be actually great for us to get to the next stage.
Yeah, my name is Lucky. I'm from Manchester. I'm a manual software tester.
Can you share your camera if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm using my phone. Okay.
That's fine, no problem at all. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I can see you well. Good.
Yeah.
So you are in manual testing. Why are you planning to come into automation? What is the situation?
Yeah. My dream is to move into automation, to learn more about automation, because I know the future is all about automation, and we're going to move from manual to automation. So
have you tried to find any job, and have you found any kind of roadblocks in the market because of your manual testing experience only, or what is that is driving you to learn automation?
Yeah, because the market, as of today, the requirements, they're asking for automation testers mostly, because I think they don't need manual testers on a regular basis anymore. So I think their focus right now is on automation testers.
That is true. That is true. Perfect. Good stuff. I think I got a lot of insight about my batch right now. What I will quickly do is, guys, I will quickly share my screen. I'm already sharing my screen. I'm going to just show you how the entire training works. Okay. And then what I will do is I will get you guys started with some concepts in Java, and then we will meet back again next week. So for the first 1 month, we will meet back every month, every week on Saturday. I will give you some task to do during the week, and then from there we carry on. Okay, so let's quickly understand what are we learning in this entire 4 months training. It's good to know every one of you guys. Just give me a second. Let me move my mouse here. All right. Okay. So if you come to my website, it is wisdomqa.com. For someone who didn't join earlier, for them, I'm pasting the site again. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I did paste the wrong thing. Just a minute. Okay. So that's my site, wisdomqa.com. Number one that you need to do in order to access my training for free for this 1 month that I'm teaching you, you have to create an account with me. Okay. This account is right here. Join for free button. You click on this. That basically gives you this small form. All right. In this form, you fill up. Okay. When you try to fill up the form, try to use a password which is something simple like this. Blue boat 99 exclamation. Okay. So basically what I need is a special character, which is this one. Okay. Rather you use this character always. Okay. And then an uppercase letter and then lowercase letters. And then you can create this password, anything, whatever you feel like. And then you create this account first. That is the first thing that you're required to do. Okay. When you are done with that, when you are done with creating the account, the next thing that you need to do is you need to quickly log in. When you log into the application, you use your credentials and you log into the application. So this is the application where you will actually start your learning journey. Okay. You come here and this is the dashboard page. Okay. You scroll down and you will find this small section called as My Courses. Under this, you have Resume Courses or Start Course button. You click on this. this takes you to this page. Okay, it's called basically the main video page, right? So course content is here. If you click on this course content, you can see a pop-up comes from the left-hand side. All right. In this pop-up, you can see that week by week, we have structured the training. So from week 1 to week 16. Correct? And there are so many things to learn, right? So we have to go in a serial order, starting with week number 1. And you can see that it starts with Java, what is the difference between JDK, JRE, JVM, how to set up your environment, how to work with arrays, loops, how to work with classes and objects, how to work with Selenium, more and more. Each and every video is around 1 hour. You can see the first video is this one, Wisdom QA Introduction. You can skip that. I mean, we have already done with the introduction, so that's totally fine. You can skip that. But from here, you can go on week 1, week 2, and all. And you can see that every video has this Google Drive. So for example, you click on the week 1 and you come here, you have a Google Drive, you click on this, that will take you to this particular drive where you can see the presentation. The number 1 class, the first class, they don't have any assignments, all right? The first class, the first video, there is no assignments to it. But for the second one, if you go to the Google Drive, you can see that there are assignments. The assignments are like this, okay? Assignments are basically some places there are 10 assignments, some videos there are 10 assignments, some week you will find 20 assignments, but assignments are basically created in this way. Basically, I'm saying that these are different tasks you need to perform. And once you are done performing this task, I will give you a link where you can upload your task, and then we can basically go through them and we can see what kind of problems you have faced and how you can overcome them. Okay, so that is basically the whole thing in a nutshell. What you will be learning with me, you will be learning 12 different modules, which are absolutely crucial for your job in this industry. If you go into my site, right? If you go inside my site and if you just scroll down to this section here, you will see that there are 12 modules that we are teaching. Core Java is a programming language. You have to learn that in order to use any other tools. Okay, so Core Java is the first thing. We have to use that. WebDriver is a library that will let you interact with web applications. TestEng is a framework. You have to know how to use it and customize it. Cucumber is another framework. You have to know how to use it and customize it. Page Object Model is basically a design pattern. You know how you have to know how to design your test case the right way so that it can be maintained for a longer period of time. Extend Report is a HTML reporting engine. You have to know how to use it and integrate with your framework. Appium is basically for mobile app automation. REST API automation is done with REST Assured. This is the backbone of any application. So it is very, very important that you understand this. Web services testing. GitHub is required for version control management because when you are writing code, you have to put them into a version control system. And this is what it is. So version control system. Maven is basically a build management tool. You know how to use it and integrate that. Jenkins is CI/CD and Docker is containerization. Listen, I totally understand the fact that for some of you guys, you are super overwhelmed thinking that, do I really need them? And guys, you absolutely need them. I mean, if you are planning to work in the test automation industry where you have to, stand out, there is no way you can avoid this. Is it possible to request a copy of this one? Yeah, absolutely, Emmanuel. What we are going to do now is that I'm going to get you guys on board into a Slack channel. Okay, the Slack channel is going to be our mode of communication, or I can get you guys on board into our Facebook group. Okay, So in the Facebook group, we can come in and then we can basically interact with each other, right? So don't worry about that, and I will publish the video in those places, so you can see that. Okay. So these different stuff is absolutely required for you to really look at, because without them you cannot really find a job. It's very, very important. Every of these tools are interconnected. Without them, you cannot build a system together, right? So that's the situation. Now, what we will do is, guys, before I go to the next part of this training, I will need you guys to, number one, register into the application. So can you guys quickly tell me, can you raise your hand and can you quickly tell me how many of you guys have already registered? Okay, I see Sai has registered. Anybody else? Can you just raise your hand, guys? Okay, Daniel. Anyone else? Christy, have you registered?
Yes, I've registered.
Okay, can you put your hands?
Hi,
Vidya,
Souvik.
hi, Vidya.
Yeah, I'm getting an error when signing up. So it
What
says
is
like
the error?
the email ID exists in our system. Please log in or perform forgot password from login screen.
So you must have registered then. Have you tried to
Uh,
use your old password?
okay, I'll just log in and give forgot password and see
Yeah,
if
just try to
that
forget
works.
password. Exactly. Emmanuel, have you tried to register?
Yes, I am trying to.
Okay.
I'll let
In
you.
the
I'll let you
meantime,
know what. I'll let you know once
thank you.
I've finished. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you. Katie Patel, have you registered?
No, I'm trying to register.
Okay. Rebecca, what about
I'm
you?
on it.
Okay. Lucky, you have to register from your laptop.
Yes, I've already
With,
started.
yeah. You're done? You're done with it?
Yeah, I've already started.
Okay. What about Vidya? You're on the process, right?
Yeah, I'm on the process. I just gave forgot password and try to create a new password, but it says my email ID is not like recognized.
Okay. Just a second. I have to see something. Can you just ping me your email address in the chat, in
Yeah,
the Zoom
sure.
chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine says congratulations that I've registered, that they sent me an email for me to confirm, but
Exactly.
I just checked my email. I didn't get any link. My email.
No, in the link you will get a confirmation button. You click on confirm, and then you have to come back to the same website to re-log in. Okay. I just want to make sure that every one of you guys are able to log into the application.
Yeah, mine says one last step. We have sent an email to your email.
Can you see your email if you have received any email?
Oh, I think I made a mistake on my email. Let me. Is there a way I can?
No. If you have given a wrong email address, then that's it. It'll go to that email address.
Okay.
Nothing can be done there.
Come on.
Hi, Souvik. I've got
Yeah.
a confirmation email in my mail, but when I click confirm, it redirects me to a page like where I get secured connection failed. I'm not sure, like I'm using my work laptop because like that's the problem.
I think so. Did you just register right now, right? Yeah, because I don't see any other. No, I see another email. I see another. I think I've tried to register a couple of times,
Yeah.
and I think the last one that I see is on 6th of February. So, okay, let me just check something. Okay, what I'll do is I will approve this from my side.
Okay.
Can you try to directly go to the site and try to log in with your current email address? The one that you used last?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So they
Okay,
need to
that,
give forget password then, or?
no. Just go to the site, log in, just log in, give the new the email address that you used and the password, and then try to log into the application. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Ellen is done, Daniel is done, Christy is done, Patty is
I
done,
think I'm
right?
done. I'm done soon.
Okay, good stuff. Can you guys all try to log into the application? When you log into the application, you should be able to see this particular page. Just a minute. You should be able to see this particular page as soon as you log into the application. Can you confirm me that?
Sorry, not seeing your screen.
My bad. Just a minute. Can you see my screen now?
Okay, yes.
So this is what you get when you log in for the first time into the application. Every one of you, can you confirm me that? Okay. I can see 5 of them. You have raised the hand.
Yes.
So you are, okay, you are seeing this. Okay.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So when you come to this page, the first thing that you do is you click on few links. Number one is the join our Slack channel here. That's the first thing you do. When you click on this, it will take you to this particular page. Okay. Okay. And you say continue with Google. And you can give your Google address, and that will let you log into our channel. That is the Slack channel that we have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly create a new channel here for us, which is Feb 2023. Okay. And I just created this channel. Now, when you join my Wisdom QA Trainings channel, you can enroll yourself for Feb 2023. And when you do that, I will see you coming over here. I can see your name coming up over here, right? So that's how the registration will happen in terms of the communication. Okay. Please give me a confirmation once this is done. Sorry.
I'm trying to log in, but I'm getting object, something like that from my computer.
Your password is not right.
It's okay, but I'm just getting this message underneath. Say oops, object. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Have you tried? I think. Are you giving the right password?
Yeah.
They should allow you.
So that's. Let me try again. Let me just shut there.
I'm sorry, what I'm having is your member sign up request has been sent and is waiting approval.
Yeah, so you have clicked on. Did you get the email from on your end to approve it?
Yeah, I
Can you
did.
click on the approve button? Can you click on the confirm button in your
that.
email?
Yeah.
And then you can come back to the website to log in.
Okay.
Okay, please tell me what's happening.
I'm trying to recreate a new password.
Okay. Because that error that you're saying, it's a bug, but I mean, that message is a bug, but then it will come if your password is incorrect, ideally.
Okay.
Anybody else have managed to
Please,
come
can you
into
check?
the Slack?
Can you check your direct message? I just sent you. Yes.
Okay, I can see that Vidya has come here, and I can see that Lucky, can you send me the link again? Okay, it is wisdomqa.com. I'm sending it here in the chat. Okay, wisdomqa.com. Can you go to that site, Lucky? Before you guys are done for the day, I want you guys to make sure that I want to make sure that you guys are having access to the video page, because that's where you get started with at the very beginning. Okay, even if I'm not able to cover up Java today, because I was planning to take this training for 2 hours, and because of the introduction, it took a little bit for us, but then that's fine. I want you guys to first look at the video that is created for you in the week 1, and then let's come back on Saturday, same time next week, and there we will start learning more in details. This 1 week that I'm going to give you, I am basically letting you know that we need you to put the time aside for this training. There's a way to learn this tool, the skill. You need to follow that, that particular order in order to learn this properly, correct? So you need to spend some time aside of your, working schedule, I understand. Like I want you to start tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I want you to start tomorrow. Start watching the videos. Start communicating with me in the Slack channel in order to make me understand that you guys are moving ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Souvik.
Go on.
I'm logged in now, but how do I, get to, the page where you're currently on now?
So as soon as you log in, you see this page, right? Welcome to Wisdom QA Trainings.
Yeah.
You click on this join your Slack channel and you continue with Google, right?
Where do I click? Sorry.
Do you see that link there? Join Slack channel.
Yeah.
You click on that link.
Right.
Right. Okay. And that basically takes you to the next page over here. And then when you join this, that's where you land in to the site, which is the Slack channel. Under the Slack channel, you can find February 2023. I can see a few people joined. Daniel and Vidya joined.
Yeah. Hello, sir. I'm trying to log in. It's telling me that I'm waiting for approval from the administrator.
Yeah, because you have not 1 minute. You have not confirmed your email from your email address. Let me try to do it from my side. That's Lucky, right?
Yeah.
Let me approve this to you. This thing I don't need to do because you are getting an email and you need to just do it from there, but then that's fine.
So Souvik, it's Emmanuel again, sorry. When I'm on that page now, so I might continue with my Google. Yeah, continue with Google. Is that right?
That is correct. That is correct. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So I logged in and I'm actually on Slack, but I can't see the February 2023 group.
Let me just invite you there. Not a problem. There are already few people coming in. So it's Christy, right? Yeah, I found you. I'm just adding you there. I added you there. No problem at all. Anybody else comes in, I'll add them there. I have 6 people here. And I have another 3 people to join this. Sorry, I have 5 here, excluding me. And another 5 people to join here. As soon as you join here for this week, I'm going to upload this video right here in this channel, okay? In this particular channel for you to watch it. Today, we haven't really done anything technical, but what we are doing is we are making sure that you are understanding that how the training will work out and how to progress from here on. So I'm going to just give you some links for you to look at and basically start the training with a video. That is the first video that is given to you, and then from there on we will come back next week and start the training in a much more formal way, where we will just talk about technical stuff. By next week, yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, it's Emmanuel. Right, so I've clicked on that and it's taking me to a page where it says join Wizard Kia training on Slack. It's showing my email and then it's asking to create another account. Is that, I don't know where to go.
No, that is not what it is supposed to do. It is supposed to, if you click on the link, it is supposed to take you to the Slack page.
Yeah.
Do you see this page? Do you see this page?
1 second.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I've gone past this stage. So when I clicked on
so when you click on this, then it will give you this section here to choose one of the email address, the same email address with which you have joined our.
Yeah, I did.
So when you do that, then it should let you come into the Slack channel. So let me just try to find you out. I'm sure you are already there.
Sorry, where do I click for me to be able to access there? I'm at the home page.
You're in this page?
Yes.
You click on this channel, join our Slack channel here. You see that?
Okay.
There's a link. Click on this, that will take you there. So Emmanuel, I'm somehow not able to see you here in the Slack at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you show me your screen?
She's asking me. Sorry.
So it also it did the same for me. So it will show you your email address and then it will say create account.
Yeah, create account, exactly. That's what I've got. And meanwhile, I've already created an account as Civic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can.
So what I just did was I just clicked on the create account and it let me in, and then I searched for my team, which is the QA team.
Okay, so I need to click on create account.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
good
see.
stuff. So Lucky.
Let me see. I think.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's launching the QA training. Yeah.
That's true. Who carried this?
Do I have Lucky here already?
No, I'm trying to get my way through it. I just click on that and it took me to the home page for me to log in with my Google account, which I did.
Okay.
I click on my email and I entered my password, but it's not going through.
Into the Wisdom QA site or somewhere else?
No, I'm still on the account Google. When I click on the Slack, when it takes me to yeah.
So that's the problem with the Google, you're saying?
Yes, I tried logging in with my Google account, but it's not taking me there. Yeah, he asked me to insert my password, which I did, but it's not taking me anywhere.
It's very weird. It's something to do with Google itself. I'm not sure why it is not letting
Can you see me? I think I joined somehow. I don't know if you have me already, but I can't see any member of my group.
Okay, let me just see. Yeah, I found him.
Yeah, where I am here, it says sign in with Google.
Yeah, when you click on that, what happens?
I click on my email, and it asks me to enter my password. my email password, which I did, and it's telling me, it says wrong password, try again, or click forgot to reset it.
Yeah, so you are giving a wrong password, that's why. Anyone else is coming here? I see some of you already.
Can you find me, Rebecca?
I did. I added you already.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
I see my name on there, Savik, but I logged in, but then it says a user with that email already exists. Use another one instead. So
1 minute. Number one is it's for Rebecca, yeah?
It's Ellen speaking.
Okay, Ellen. Okay, Ellen, tell me. I have already got you here. It's already Ellen into the channel.
Yeah, but I'm getting this message. You says a user with that email already exists. Please use another one. So I don't.
You are seeing this error message where exactly?
When I logged in, I changed password and then logged in, and then I got a code sent to my email. And then after putting that, and then it gives you an option to put your full name. So that's when I'm getting this this user already exists. So thinking
into the Wisdom QA site, is it?
Yeah.
Or into the Slack channel?
On the Slack channel.
Okay, Slack channel, I'm not really sure what's really going on. Are you able to log into the Wisdom QA site?
Yes, I did log in.
Okay, good stuff. So in the Slack channel, I think you are set already because I can see you. I have added you. If you are,
can you see me?
Okay, let me just. It's for Emmanuel, right?
Savik?
Yeah, I can see you.
Hello, Savik?
Yeah, hi, tell me.
Yeah, so I'm on the home page. So it says, welcome to Slack. Let's do it. So I need to click on that. Is that right?
Yeah, do you see an email address to click on?
No, I've gone past that stage. So on the left side, it's showing Wisdom QA trainings.
Yeah, can you go in there? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's where I need to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen mine as well?
Yeah, that's lucky, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me just see. Yeah, I found you.
All right.
Okay, so I added 8 of them of you here in the Slack. Can you guys
added me, please, Rebecca?
Rebecca, let me add you there. Just a minute. Rebecca, yeah, I found you there as well. I think we are all good. I think I have everyone. Now, every one of you, please confirm that you can see my height. I've just pinged you in the Slack. I need you to confirm me that you are getting this here. Number 2 is I want you guys, every one of you, to get a app, Slack app download, right? I want you guys to download 2 things in your system. Number 1 is Slack desktop, not the browser version, but the desktop version, because Slack is already going out of browser version very soon. So you go to this link, and where is the Slack here? Okay, you go to this link and download this into your desktop. That's number 1. Okay, and install it. Number 2, I also want you to install the Slack app, the mobile app, Slack mobile app. And when you get into the mobile app, use the same email to get into the mobile app so that you can see the see this guy. So this is Android. A similar one is there for iOS as well. So you have to use that in order to keep this in your within your reach, so that you can quickly get in touch with me as soon as possible. Number 2 is in this channel, I'm going to upload the link for today's video. That is number 2. Number 3 is you need to come in to this location. I'm just showing it to you. Please, everyone, watch my screen. When you join my application, where you have clicked on the Slack channel, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find out my courses. You click on this button here that start training or resume training, whatever, start course or resume course. You click on this resume course or start course, whatever button you see, that will take you to the next page, which is this page here. This is where the videos are, okay? You click on this course content button that shows you the entire course content. Right now, if you log in, you will just see week number 1. I will enable for other weeks as well, okay? So I will give you the entire access to this whole 16 weeks. But for now, you are going to see week number 1. When you click on the week number 1, this section, you will see that there are video links. You click on this video, this will bring up the first video here for you to watch. This video talks about things like software automation market demand, what is Java, JVM, JRE, JDK. So this entire part, the first section of this video, you can skip, but you need to start watching from what is Java. So basically, I will show you from where do you need to watch. Let me actually,
these modules.
Let me quickly go to that section so that you are understanding it. Because the first part is
higher than manual testing.
Let me go to this part. Here, this is the section 1 hour, 23 minutes, 15 seconds. That is where you got to start to watch this video. Before this, whatever is there, it is already being spoken in the live class today. I'm basically talking about the automation demand and how the training works. That's what the first video is all about. Here is where you start. 1 hour, 23 minutes, 15 seconds is from where you start looking at Java. Okay, I'm going to quickly give you a snip of this page that you need to look at. Okay, so that we are all on the same page and we are not wasting any more time. Okay, so start from 1 hour, 23 minutes, 15 seconds. Correct? This is from where you start looking at the Java. The next video that I am talking about is followed by that. It's basically helping you to set up your Eclipse. You can start this from very beginning. This is to set up your Eclipse. Eclipse is what? It's an IDE, right? You see, this is an Eclipse. This is where you write code. For example, I've written some code here, which is totally explained in the video. 1 minute. How this is to set up, how to write this entire structure. It is all discussed in this video. Please do not feel that this training is just recorded sessions. I'm making it very, very, very clear to every one of you. The recorded sessions are your tool for you to use in order to basically self-learn and be prepared for the live class. The live class is the main USP here, okay? I am giving you this live class to make sure that you are, whatever I'm teaching you in this week, in a particular week that you're learning, here in this first week, there are 4 videos, and there are multiple topics that I have covered in this 4 videos. I want to make sure that whatever I'm teaching you in this 4 videos, you are learning in the live class. So basically, we are having the call next Saturday, correct? So we are having the call. This is 11th. We'll have it on 18th. Okay, we'll have the same call 18th, 4 p.m. What I will do is for all of you guys, I'm going to send an email, an invitation email with another Zoom link for you to join that. I will also publish the same link in the Slack channel where you join, and these 4 topics that you will be learning, 4 videos that you will be learning, I will cover them up in the live class for you. Okay, it will take 2.5 to 3 hours. that is on Saturday, next Saturday, and we will cover all of it in the live class. Okay. Similarly, week by week, we will learn, each and every topic. And finally, we will create 5 different live projects. There are 250 assignments to complete. There are a lot of tasks, guys. 250 assignments to complete. These are practical assignments that you have to complete it. When you are not able to complete, you basically come back to me in the Slack and we will interact and we will try to give you the right direction. And then you come back to the live class with your questions. I will explain it to you. You have to make sure that you are asking me questions. You got to be proactive. There is no way you can be shy here. Every one of you are coming from the same level. No one is smarter than you. Okay, please understand this. Whatever question comes into your mind, whether you think that is not smart or whatever, you have to ask me that question. Until unless you ask me the question, I will not know. And if I just say, hey, Ellen, do you understand? If you just say, I'm understanding it, then there is nothing beyond I can do. So it is your life, it is your career that you're trying to shape up with my guidance and experience. You have to be proactive in order to succeed here. I'm making it very clear, guys. Don't be shy. I'm here to help. So ask me questions on the live class. We will answer it. We will go through the entire topic. At times what happens is, I'll tell you this, right? At times what happens is, for example, we are going through week number 6, right? And there are a few things that I'm teaching you which didn't make sense for some of you guys, maybe 2 or 3 guys, right? We can actually postpone going to week number 7 and we can discuss week number 6 the next week again, in order to make sure that every one of you are absolutely crystal clear before we move on to the next part. Without that, guys, you have to understand that, we are all starting from 0. You have to reach 100. And if there is anyone who is like, needs additional support, so we have to support them and we have to work together. That is my motive. That is my intention. And that's my intention is just one thing. I want you guys to get a job at the end of this training. I want you to get a job, whatever job you are doing right now. I will encourage you that go out in the market, whatever you learn from me, test your skills. Even if you feel that I don't want to change the job, I'm happy with it. At least go out, give an interview and see how much you can get out of it. I mean, what is the salary you are actually getting? I'm sure for 100% of you guys, I'm sure that it will be a significant difference from what you are making right now. It is going to be a significant difference. Whether it's a contract job or it's a permanent job, whatever it is, you will be surprised to see that. So just with the training, do not sit on top of it. Use it. Get the training done. Go for the interview after 4 months, and then you see what is that market is giving you. And I will encourage you to take that, because if you are getting into a job where you have automation to start with immediately, whatever you have learned, number 1, you're getting back your investment, number 1. Number 2, you are then getting the right experience for the next stage. I am never going to say that stick to automation for the whole life. There are so many things to learn. But at the stage where you are right now, from there, this is the next jump. This is the most logical next jump that you can take right now. And from there, you stay here in automation industry for a couple of years. You learn more tools. You learn. So I'm teaching you with Java. You learn with C#. You learn with Python. You learn with JavaScript, and you try to gain more knowledge in it. And once you have them there, then you can sit back and think that, do you really want to stay in automation industry, or do you want to go for, I don't know, maybe test management, or maybe you want to go for machine learning, something, because this programming, as soon as you start programming, you will see that a lot of different doors are opening up for you. Right now, there is quite linear. With whatever stage you are right now, you can stay in the manual testing for a few many years and probably get into a lead position or a test manager position. But even then, a test manager has to know how automation works, because this person is managing both a manual team and an automation team. If you don't know how the automation works, then anyone, an automation guy, can come in and give you an, stupid estimation for completion of your work, and you will not be able to challenge that person. So it is for your betterment that you should be focused in this. 4 months, get solely prepared for the hard work, and then look out and see what market is offering you. Okay, so that is what I am going to let you know for now. I'm going to enable out all these classes. I see all of you guys in the Slack channel, so we are all sorted. You have all logged into the application. That is all sorted. You can access the video from week number 1. I told you from where to look for. And that's pretty much about it. I'm going to send you a Zoom link here as well as in the email for you to join the next class. When you come in the next class, I want you guys to do a few things. Number 1, obviously, install Java. That's the first thing that you have to do. Number 2, install Eclipse. Okay. Everything is there in the video. Watch it. If you are not able to get a solution, come back and ask me. So if I'm stuck in this particular place, I will help you to, fix that. No problem at all. So just a second. Is there anybody who is trying to join? No. So Eclipse. All right. Next, third that you have to learn is the difference between Java, JDK, JVM, Java Virtual Machine, and Java Runtime Environment. What are these 3 things? Why are they required? Okay, you have to learn that. So that's the third one. Fourth is you got to understand about variables. What are variables? Okay, why do we need them? Variables are basically an entity in Java that will let you store some data, different form of data. It's an integer or a string or characters or Boolean. Okay, different types of data. Okay, so look out for that video where I'm talking about variables. Number 5, you will get a understanding of what are arrays. Arrays is another type of variable which will let you store multiple similar type of data. Okay, for example, I want to store few names, so I can create a variable. Okay, with a name with an array, which is an array, and you can store multiple names. I can say Savik, I can say Ellen, I can say Shannon, whatever. Okay, and I can create n number of, I can store an n number of names under one single variable, and that is called arrays. Then you go on and you learn the next thing, that is a loop. Okay, loop. What is loop? Loop is basically a mechanism offered in programming. In every programming language, you will have these entities. You will have a variable. You will have some form of an array. You will have loops. Loops are used basically to perform repetitive actions. Okay, repetitive actions. How to perform that, I have explained it in the video. So you will learn that. Next, you will learn about another very important section, which is called as object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming. Okay, and you will see probably in the next class I can show you how you can build, a car washing say setup with programming. You understand? This is nothing to do with automation testing, but what this will enable you is to understand that what is the length and breadth of an automation, like or of programming, what exactly you can do, how to think towards creating some kind of a system like this. It's very simple. But if you think, you have to wire up your brain to create some similar kind of systems. And that is where, you will know how to create custom code, because it is practically not possible that if somebody is asking you a question, you cannot Google and give an answer. You have to wire up your brain to make sure that, whatever you're saying, that is logically correct, right? So with object-oriented programming, you can create this kind of systems, which can be written in like maybe 30, 40 lines of code, okay, which is very, very simple to write. Okay, and you will see different kind of output coming up as well, okay? And I think that's pretty much that you need to really focus in the next week. So this week, like starting from tomorrow, that's the day you start up, and till next Friday, you have to give, I'm expecting that you should be able to manage to provide at least 15 hours, okay, for this entire 6 days for your self-learning. This is the effort I request from you in order to go for the next stage of your career. There is as I said, it's a two-way traffic, two-way effort. So this effort, you give it to me, I get you to the next stage. That's the promise. So let's come back next week. I am going to send a mail to every one of you, and let's come back next week, and from there we'll start up. All right?
So if you got just 1 minute, I just want to, if I can share my my screen. I'm logged in there, but then I can't see anything.
You're logged into the Wisdom QA application?
On your side, I'm logged in, but then on here, I can't log in. Sort of, I don't know if I can share my screen.
You can share your screen. Just give me a minute. I will give you the permission. Okay.
Okay.
Just a second. Where is the permission link? Ellen, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I gave you the permission. If you see at the bottom of your screen, you have a new share. Click on that, and with that you can share. I'm stopping my share.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so which one is? Okay, it's this one here. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, Ellen. You have to share your screen. There is a share button. You click on that and you choose a screen, and that's where you can share it.
Actually, it's highlighted.
Yeah, you click on that screen, and then you choose an option to share. Do you see share option?
Right. Right. So one participant can share at a time. Okay. Yeah. That one.
Okay, if you click on the share, you will see a screen, right? Desktop 1, desktop 2. You click on that desktop and click on share.
Yeah.
When you do that, what's happening?
It's highlighted, actually showing that it's sharing.
But it's not sharing. If it's sharing, then I should be seeing it. I'm not seeing your screen at all. Anybody else can see your screen? I don't think so.
No. Oh, how about now?
Still the same?
That's terrible.
Actually, guys, there's also one more thing I want to tell you. That is, in the Slack, I'm saying, join the Zoom meeting from next week with a Zoom desktop, not the browser, okay? Okay, Zoom desktop. Let me just give you the link. Zoom desktop client, right? You, as per your operating system, whether it's Mac or Windows, whatever it is, you got to download this. Where is it? Zoom desktop client. Yeah, I got it. I'm just pinging this to you in the Slack. always join the training with this one, with the desktop client. You see how Ellen is suffering? Because I think she's joining from a browser. A lot of the buttons are not properly visible in the browser for Zoom, which is why, you will not be able to share with me and will not be able to show me the problem. So do not let that happen. You should be clicking on that link that I give you, install the Zoom on your system, the desktop client, and with that you can join. Okay.
Okay, so I need to join from the Zoom application, did you say?
Zoom application, that is correct, yes.
Oh, right, okay, I see.
Maybe that is the reason why you cannot show me the screen.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'll sort of like maybe close everything and then restart. Maybe I'll be able to join in.
Yeah, you can do that. Are you not able to show me the screen? That's fine. I mean, actually, guys, we are already end of the class today. If everyone else wants to leave the room, please feel free. Please be in touch with me in the Slack so that I can get you there. I'm going to tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to upload this video, or today in the evening, I'll upload this video, and I will ping you guys, and you have to answer me back, right? In the Slack channel, download your mobile app, and let's connect together tomorrow, and let's see how we are moving on from here. I'm stopping the recording, and let's come back next week. So if anybody wants to drop off, please feel free. Thank you.